And the players getting reacquainted prior to the tip. A pretty loose atmosphere out there. It's the Western Conference on display, featuring the Memphis Grizzlies. We got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. Someone will be keeping an eye on Andre Drummond.
You know, Kevin, he never gives up on a play. That's what I love about him. He's just one of those guys who will bring effort and energy the entire 48 minutes.
And you know what? He is also relentless on the boards. He works as hard on his rebounding as anybody you're going to see.
They'll play this one here in Los Angeles before the Lakers head back to the road. 6 games off the lead. They're most definitely in the thick of things.
I think for Los Angeles, this team has certainly had a few hiccups and speed bumps to start the season. Seems to me as though they're still trying to find their way and figure out their roles.
But you know, it's a long season, Clark, and with their talent level, they've got to be confident that eventually they will get it going before the playoffs come.
Here's Brooks. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's LeBron. Passes it to Schroeder. The Lakers rebound. And that one's good by Davis.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Fades and shoots. Anderson dishes to Valanciunas. Back to Anderson. To the middle. Valanciunas. That one goes. Count it. Valanciunas has got his first 2 points of the night. Well, for Memphis, their last game a loss to the Rockets.
Guys, given their performance in that game, which was less than pretty, by the way, I had a hard time believing it wound up as close as it did.
Likewise, I feel the same way, Steve. I mean, when it was coming down the stretch, I was thinking, how in the heck are they still in this game? You got to be kidding me. You got the sense that it was never going to be their night.
And the Lakers have possession. After the missed 3 from Brooks. Schroeder kicks to LeBron. Again, Los Angeles.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
The Lakers on D. It's a 5-point game. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
And you'd think this is a favorable matchup for them, but last year, anyway, that was not at all the case.
And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. Steve just talked about it. This was a terrible matchup for them last year. They got swept in the season series.
And I can't quite explain how it happened, Kevin, because they had a clear edge on paper, but you know what? They don't play the games on paper. They play them between the lines.
Now here's LeBron. He's coming off a 34-point game against the Heat in Miami.
And a huge rebounding night as well, really controlling the glass.
Well, Kevin, what a sweet stroke from LeBron that trip.
Brooks outside. Outside Jackson. Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Jackson. Shot, high post. The shot will not go. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, I thought their defense in that game was about as shaky as it could be. At home, you know, that kind of defense isn't going to cut it. Never mind if you're on the road.
They really look tired to me, and I don't know if they had travel issues or if they were out too late, but something was amiss because they had no energy.
Now here's LeBron after the miss from Brooks, and LeBron James gets it to go.
And the story of this game in the early stages is just how well they've been shooting the ball.
Steve, their percentage from the floor is really impressive up to this point.
And that one's good. Los Angeles leading by 4. Well, Doris, an interesting game. Moments ago, you had a chance to talk with head coach Frank Vogel. What do you have to say?
Man, that was unreal. Hark it up. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball after the basket by the Lakers. Here's Morant. It's Drummond with the rebound. The Lakers have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. The drive by LeBron. Davis kicks to Schroeder. LeBron outside. Working on Anderson. Another shot. And again, LeBron missing.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
In his foot. And it's being called a kickball. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
He needs to get them back into a flow offensively. Things have gotten stagnant for them, and they're starting to force some of these shots.
And that can snowball on you. One guy takes a bad shot, then another guy does, and then you're missing back-to-back-to-back shots. And all of a sudden, you have no rhythm and you're self-inflicting wounds.
Lakers leading by 4. Here's Schroeder. 11 points for him in that last game against Miami. Kept alive. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Second chance shot. And the rejection by Valanciunas. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
17 seconds on the shot clock. 17.
Here's LeBron. And at last they get one to fall. LeBron's got 10 points in the game. Morant defended by Schroeder. Kicks to Jackson. The tray. The Lakers with the rebound.
And if they know what's good for him, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball into three-point territory.
Well, you're right. Anything less than airtight defense on him will usually result in 3 points.
So it's the Grizzlies now, following the basket by LeBron James. Memphis moving it around. Here's Morant, and the powerful one-handed slam. That's a mammoth dunk for someone who's far from the biggest guy out there on the floor.
Yeah, perhaps that'll give them the boost they're looking for to get out of the hole here.
Yeah, it should. I mean, if that doesn't fire them up, I don't know what will.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Clark's checked in.
And he's such a great distributor of the ball. And Kevin, his passes aren't just accurate, they're highlight reel dimes. I mean, when he's operating their offense, it is beautiful to watch.
And here's something else, Steve. He invites contact when he's attacking the rim. He doesn't try to finesse his way through anything. He's going through bodies.
LeBron outside. LeBron hits the screen from Drummond. LeBron passes to Caldwell Pope. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Caldwell Pope's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. He lobs it up, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're deep. That's what those alley-oops do, though.
And a quick look now at the NBA scoring leaders. LeBron James third.
And his contribution to this team, I mean, can't be understated. His scoring on a night-in, night-out basis has been fantastic.
So it's the Lakers now. 6-point lead. Davis defended by Clark. 9 feet out. And the jumper is on the mark. 6 points for Anthony Davis.
He can finish in the post. That's one thing we know about.
Here's Morant. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Backing down is LeBron. Fires from the wing. Brooks grabs the board.
What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, there's an intimidation factor that comes into play.
The kick out to Anderson. Offline with his three. Los Angeles leading by 5. LeBron with it. Now defended by Anderson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And the Grizzlies have not defended well against LeBron.
He's already got 12 points, and they've got to be happy with his work on the glass, too.
Well, they have to be. I mean, he's not giving up any ground in the paint, and when the ball goes up, I mean, it's his.
Grizzlies making a switch here. And both free throws good for LeBron. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Outside, Jones. And Davis sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
Kevin, let's take a look here to see where the Lakers rank in the NBA. Tops in scoring, first in rebounding, and they're also #1 distributing the basketball. This is a team that knows how to find the open man and convert those opportunities.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. I mean, this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
Now here's Brooks after the miss from Jones.
Well, they find themselves with a big deficit here in the first. One category that jumps out at me, second chance points. Only one bucket for him.
Now here's LeBron. 14 points for him.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Jones. He gets hauled in by Los Angeles.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
LeBron kicks to Caldwell Pope. Back to LeBron. And Drummond throws it down.
Well, he won that battle, and in general, they're winning most of the battles tonight.
Well, those are some very easy points if you can get them.
Well, and like Clark said, they have been getting them, not necessarily all on putback dunks, but a lot of second chance opportunities.
Here's Jones. Great D that time from LeBron.
Tune in Friday, March 6th. The Toronto Raptors take on the Denver Nuggets. Hoops action.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Lakers?
And right from the start, guys, it's apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Into Marcus Gasol. Marvelous rebounds, and he throws it down. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Jones against LaRusso. Here's Milton. And the 3 off target.
You know, they built their lead here by doing all the little things well.
And one of those things has been rebounding, Clark, because they have really come out and taken control of the boards.
And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Trying to make it a 3-point play. For Los Angeles, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And in general, this has been a very good foul shooting team, about 79% on the season.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
Winslow sinks the triple.
How about the passing there, moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
And Gasol gets it to go.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. Clock at 6. He dishes it to Jones. The 3. Shot misses. And the Lakers take it the other way. The pass to LaRusso. Elbow shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
Gets it to go. Lakers leading by 8. is Kuzma. And again, Los Angeles with the triple. Jones with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
You know, he just isn't pleased at all with the looks they've given up defensively inside. So I think this timeout is all about trying to get his group to tighten up defensively.
They just don't look very sharp to me on the defensive side.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Memphis. Allen comes in for Jones. Here's Milton. Here's Valanciunas. And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Marc Gasol.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
The Grizzlies shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, it's been an average year at the line for them so far this year, shooting about 75%.
Passes it to LaRusso. Back to Matthews. Launches a 3. The shot no good. And Memphis the other way now. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir. That may put a little life back into this team.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. LaRusso. Tries again. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Shooting for Los Angeles.
In the second half of the season, this group of teams has really heated up from beyond the arc. In third, the Grizzlies.
This team seems to have gotten better shooting the ball as the season has gone on. I just think they're in a great offensive groove right now.
He doesn't get the second one. The Grizzlies trail by 8. The dish to Allen. Winslow. He kicks to Valanciunas. 6 to shoot. Here's Milton. A 3-pointer, no good.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
LaRusso uses the glass to finish the layup. 5 points in the game.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Now Allen. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Inside. Valanciunas, good.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Yeah, guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
The feed now to Gasol. Goes back up. And it's good on the way in. Gasol's got 6 points in the quarter.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And I'll tell you what, they've turned a lot of those rebounds into points at the other end.
Gets the bucket.
They're having much more success here in the second after missing on a few chances that they had earlier. They've locked in and zoned in here now.
LaRusso, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
That's a solidly executed pick play. I mean, it paid dividends with that nice dunk.
Exactly the result they were looking for.
Yeah, it worked so well. I mean, he got set, did not shuffle his feet. Really well done there offensively.
Winslow. All 3 off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 9. Back to Matthews. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup.
Shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like they have inside.
Anderson outside. Outside Jackson. And the Grizzlies get it back. Here's Valanciunas. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Valanciunas has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, something special about him, guys, is just how good he is at winning the so-called second shot game, going hard to the offensive glass, salvaging points with his putback.
And I don't know of too many other players who are as solid as he is in the low post. Just watch how many times he'll get his man to go for his fake and leave his feet. He gets him up in the air and takes advantage of it.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Anderson outside, and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And now we get a chance to see how the Grizzlies are doing in the NBA rankings right now. 6th in assists, 6th in three-point field goal percentage, and they are in the top 10 in team points per game.
And the top 10 in assist number that you talked about really is what stands out to me. It's a beautiful team to watch. They like to share the ball. They really work hard at the offensive end to make sure they get the best possible shot every time down the floor.
He feeds it to McLemore. Dishes it to LeBron. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. LeBron's got 16.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And the crowd immediately letting the officials have it after that whistle.
A very unpopular call there.
Schroeder off a pick for Morris. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Lakers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Feeds it to LeBron. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. 18 points for him.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
But they're finding the holes in the defense, Clark, and they're exploiting them.
Allen drives in. Cannot hit. Lakers leading by 12. LeBron James on the wing. He's covered by Anderson. They get it back. Kicks it out to LeBron. And he jams it with authority. Nice house and determination that time. Clark to get to the rim.
We know he can bounce, and right there an example of how dangerous he is when he's got a path to the hoop.
And you love the versatility, guys. Being a point guard, and in this situation, they tack on 2 more points, expanding the lead in a pretty deflating way for the defense.
Anderson dishes to Jackson. High, quality look, and he sinks it.
The offense has a better flow, and it actually looks better here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they've steadied themselves a little bit, trying to close this gap.
Drummond sets the screen for LeBron. There's the line to the hoop. And Drummond throws it down.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Here's Morant. Nice D from Drummond. LeBron outside. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And that concludes the first half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Hello and welcome, everyone. Another NBA season is about to wrap up, but there's still an awful lot to talk about. Out at Staples Center, the Lakers are ahead against the Grizzlies. They've held tough defensively, great rim protection too, when you look at all the blocks. And LeBron is absolutely dominating. He's now up to 20 points, and he's been working to get great looks from the field, making his trips to the free throw line count as well. For the Grizzlies, though, not the same story. Their outside scoring is letting them down so far, and without that threat from outside, their offense is bogging down, unable to spread the floor. Jonas Valanciunas making a big contribution. He's got 7 points and 3 rebounds as well. Let's start things off with a look at what's coming up later tonight. The Suns out in Phoenix will go up against the Kings. So that's a divisional game that'll be a lot of fun. 8 p.m. Eastern, that one gets started. And another game that's coming up, it'll be the 76ers against the Trailblazers in Portland. That gets going 7:30 Eastern. That's it for us here in the studio. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back to Staples Center, and above it, downtown Los Angeles in the distance. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Yeah, what a remarkable half the way he attacked the rim and scored in the paint. Defenders, they were trying to slow him down any way possible, but he still got through.
Easier said than done when he's the penetrator. His speed and agility make him extremely hard to defend.
They've got Anthony Davis. Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Pope. And it's LeBron James. And it's Drummond in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Boy, you gotta love this. Picture-perfect alley-oop.
A little surprise, though, Clark. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
You know what, too? Yeah, but it almost makes it a little more special, Kevin. Just grace over power is the way I see it.
Drummond with the block. And here's the break. Pushing it up. Finishes the break with the slam.
Oh, smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Morant defended by Schroeder. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, you need good passing from your forwards as much as you do from your guards. These are small forwards leading the way in assists. The Grizzlies have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. First one falls for him. He's off on the second. Lakers leading by 15. LeBron outside. Puts it up from 17. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Second shot opportunity. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
First trip to the line for him here. Both free throws good from Caldwell Pope. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. It's off his foot. And the ref saying he kicked it. Kicks it to Valanciunas. He passes to Anderson. 5 to shoot. Morant. The finger roll finish at the bucket. 16 points for him.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Pass to Caldwell Pope. He dishes it to LeBron. Stolen by Anderson. And there's the pass to Jackson. Valanciunas outside for Jackson. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Schroeder's got 4 rebounds in this game. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
Yeah, some good matchups. That New York Knicks game is one I'll have an eye on.
Both defenders look like they're out of gas. They're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking, and they've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Brooks outside. Here's Morant. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And a quick review here, looking at some numbers for LeBron James. 3rd in scoring. He ranks in the top 5 in the league in assists, so doing an excellent job of creating offense for his team.
And Steve, you mentioned his unbelievable points per game ranking. I mean, this guy is a guy I would call buckets.
Timeout called the Lakers.
He sees something that he doesn't like. I'm not sure what it is, but I think he's going to make some changes here.
I think you've got to make your adjustments pretty quickly like he's doing here. Otherwise, you know, things can get out of hand. So this is a good timeout.
Back to Davis. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
I'll tell you what I love about him. His ability to finish even while absorbing contact. He is so strong. Even with defenders hanging all over him, he continues to finish at the basket.
And you know, Steve, what I like is his offensive rebounds. I mean, they say one man's trash is another man's treasure. He epitomizes that. He's found those garbage buckets to be plenty rewarding.
6 on the shot clock. Brooks misses.
He slipped into quite a funk here, Clark.
I think that's a good word to describe it. I mean, the basket is looking awfully small to him at the moment.
Impressive play there. They have been really good offensively.
Piling up the points en route to this big lead, guys. I mean, they've been unstoppable.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Knocked loose. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for two. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the West is stacking up. You look at the Grizzlies. Right now, they've acquired the second-best record in the conference. And checking out the Lakers, just a few spots below there.
Looking at Memphis, with the way they started the season, they'd have you thinking they were one of the favorites coming in instead of the exact opposite.
Yeah, Clark, I mean, there were a lot of teams getting a ton of attention in the preseason. And let's just say they were not one of them.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Clark's checked in. Davis with the bucket.
It's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
Good. Anderson's got 6 points.
That's exactly what they had in mind on that possession.
LeBron James on the wing. Defended by Clark. Fades. No good from LeBron.
The fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
And here's Anderson from the arc. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. He's got 9. Schroeder passes to Davis. And the shot is good. And the Lakers lead by 17.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. It's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically lay-ins.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys. Really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed. All of the above.
Schroeder kicks to Davis. And Jackson with the block. And now the fast break. Anderson with the ball. LeBron with the block. Puts it up from 12. And good. And the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. LeBron's got 4 points this quarter. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And they're also really going out in transition and scoring some hoops in the fast break tonight.
How can you describe an alley-oop that far away? I mean, wow.
There's not much you can say. Right, Steve?
It's like a football Hail Mary, guys. A long bomb.
It's Anderson with the drive. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Davis. Los Angeles leading by 19. And again, LeBron James. LeBron's got 28 points for the game.
You got to like his shot selection today. He's set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they've got to figure out how to contain him.
Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for Jackson. Off the inbound. Three-pointer, Brooks. A rebound by the Lakers. LeBron's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
He's really lacking in confidence out there. 0 field goals made so far in this game.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter, and just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
Morant defended by Schroeder. Anderson dishes to Brooks. Brooks can't get that one to fall. And Los Angeles guys, shooting has been just outrageous. 64% from the field at this point.
They're playing with a purpose, guys. The big lead becoming bigger. I like the look in their eyes.
And it's on both ends that they've been controlling the action.
Anderson outside. Passes it to Valanciunas. Davis is there. Will it go? No good from Valanciunas.
Their offense seems completely out of sync here. They're on the wrong end of a big run.
And then at the other end, it's been bucket after bucket after bucket, giving up a huge run here. Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Execute it to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Well, unless you're the team getting dunked on, of course.
There's the pick. Brooks outside. The dish now to Clark. For the three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists now in this one. And here are the Lakers. They're on a 14-5 run here. Davis with a screen on Anderson. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's Davis finishing it off.
This is outrageous. Every shot they're taking right now seems to be finding the mark.
Literally every shot. They are absolutely rolling.
52 seconds left in the third quarter. LeBron against Anderson. He kicks it to Valanciunas. Power down with both hands.
The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, the D pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
Yes,
you?
sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me, that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
Yes, he did.
That was embarrassing.
Here's Caldwell Pope. The Grizzlies pull it in. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. The feed to Brooks. Morant defended by Schroeder. Such a wide open look. Clark's got 7 now in this quarter. Nine seconds left to play in the third. Now here's LeBron. He gets it up. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already.
Tune in next Sunday night, March 7th. The Brooklyn Nets go up against the Boston Celtics. An Eastern Conference showdown. Big time hoops coming your way.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Here's Caldwell Pope on the court for Memphis to start the fourth. They've got Jonas Valanciunas. Anderson is out there with Jackson. Then it's Brooks, and it's Jones in at the 1 spot. The Grizzlies shooting reasonably well, 45%. Here's Jones. Left side, Jones. Back to Jackson. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 22. Here's Caldwell Pope. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That was an excellent burst to the hoop for that throwdown. I mean, he's a laser beam guy. Fast as light.
Shooting for Los Angeles, MEMPHIS.
And if they continue to shoot well from the free throw line like they are, I mean, their lead is going to be pretty steady here.
That's not an overstatement. They've literally not missed a single foul shot this half.
Jones drives in. Anderson outside. Shoots a 3. Gets rebounded by Gasol. Gasol's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. To the paint. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
You do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block, but that one's going to count.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jones, the pass to Allen. Number 22. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Killing them with that 3-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Down low, here's Morris. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
They've had the hotter hand in the first half so far, no question.
Yeah, it's because of all the high percentage shots they've been working for and getting.
Got a piece of it off his foot, and they're saying he kicked the ball. And the Lakers making a change here. James is checked in. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Shot denied. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Dishes it to McLemore. Can't get it to go. And Memphis the other way now. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Here's Allen. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the best.
What beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. James. He feeds it to Morris. And again, no good by the Lakers. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Brooks leading the charge. That's good.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
The drive by LeBron. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Here's a look at the schedule for the Los Angeles Lakers. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them.
Some really good games going on, and that Toronto one has caught my eye.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Morant covered by LeBron. It's Anderson with the drive. Memphis moving that ball around. Valanciunas, good.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Lakers leading by 22. LeBron kicks to Morris. Wasted no time on that one. Morris has got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Morant. LeBron with the block. They get it back. A second chance effort. Here's Morant. Boom, he jams it straight down. His finishes can be dazzling, especially Clark at his size.
Well, you look at a guy who doesn't have the height of some other big-time dunkers, and it always looks better, and he certainly makes up for the lack of height with that athleticism.
Yeah, his leaping ability is just off the charts, guys.
And that is good.
His work at the offensive end has been phenomenal. Maybe reason number 1, they're ahead.
Brooks from outside. Offensive rebound. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Feeds it to Morris. LeBron drains it from beyond the arc. LeBron's got 41.
Right, he's playing with an edge here, playing extremely well offensively here in the second half.
And Anderson kicks to Valanciunas. Shot from 6. And the basket is good. The call goes his way, and we could be looking at a 3-point play. Wesley Matthews checked in for the Grizzlies. Russo comes in for LeBron. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Russo against Jones. Here's McLemore. Shot is off. And Memphis the other way now. Jones off a pick from Valanciunas. Up off the screen. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Gets it to go.
Well, it's been all about pace and space with them. Tempo, the fast break points, just a huge advantage.
Yeah, they've been looking to push it all the time and to get that early offense, and they're doing it well.
To the inside, and a beautiful feed to a monster 10.
Now that's a nice finish for the big fella there. I mean, he used his length very well.
Be more athletic players around the league, but Steve, not many bigger ones.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Kevin, I'd like to see him even take advantage of that size more often on the offensive end and be more aggressive.
Russo misses off the right iron.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
Pass to Valanciunas. number 22. And the Grizzlies get it back.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
That's a 2 for Matthews. Can't get it to go. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Jackson is checked in for Memphis. The drive by Brooks. Here's Valanciunas.
You know what? There he goes again. I mean, it's not a stretch at all to call him one of the NBA's elite premier dunkers. He's actually platinum.
You're right. You know, Steve, when he gets in his mind to attack the rim, it's always something to see.
Yeah, and it's exactly what we've come to expect from him because he does it continually on a night-in, night-out basis.
Shots good by McLemore.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Tough break for the defense. He took the heat and drew the whistle.
Yep, but when you get there late, that's what happens.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Lakers leading by 23. LeBron outside. Kicks to Matthews. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. 1:44 left in the game. He dishes it to Clark. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Clark's got 9 points now in just the second half. Here's LaRusso. They set the pick. Back to LeBron. No good. And it's Memphis the other way. And here's Jones. Milton. He's guarded by LaRusso. That's good.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
LeBron up top, defended by Clark. LeBron can't get it to go.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick, just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. The guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
Looks like they're going to finish strong, but just aren't enough ticks left on the clock.
Well, Steve, it's a good run they're having now, but they just waited too long to have it.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
A very solid performance in a lot of areas for them.
Milton, he's covered by Matthews. Outside, Jones. 4 on the clock from about 16. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
LeBron with it. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And then LaRusso with the dunk.
They didn't take their time wrapping this game up. They pretty much did it in a hurry.
Yeah, they had a nice spurt to polish this one off.
8 seconds left in the fourth. Winslow. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Not much to be critical of at this ring, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.